love you, Lord, and I lift my hands
Beautiful.
to worship you, oh my soul. Rejoice, take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear.
Yeah. Ile nei te mora tai au fifia ua whatasi mai. Ia sitasi o tina o nea tunu. Ia Mutalau Petaia-Unoi. Ia whapena foi. Ia le sunga ia Sapini Unoi. Tala noa o le tātou malanga o loo whainei. E le solonga le leil whainga malanga lo tātou iai. E iei teimi e lo fia i le fōlaunga. Pe au luta fo i o le taima so wai le fōlaunga lo tātou whainei. Ai to alawa le au pe au. Pe a moni le lo fai mene o matua. Ma le lo fa mai o le tātua tua. O le tala leo le am fai o na whaafonga. I le tanu ma le wha moe. E o mai fo le tala noanga le nei aso. Te le selu i tau mō tātou uma. Ia wala warwa i le lei. O nei o tātou matua. Le fale. Ia. Tātou pokalawe nei tai au. Tina ia Mutalau. Tā lofa Mutalau. Pinafa Sapini. O amaia le nei tai au.
Ia, pa malo fo i tawai. Ia, o lea fo i a manui ala whawhitai. Pa mai oi. That's your family. Oh, that's you.
Malo, whawhitai tele, whawhitai mole. Whaawano mai o le taimere nei fo i tai au. Fau. Ia, le lei ea fo i... Tati tala noa mō e le leile whamanino le lei fo o le tai au. Ma a upu ale atunu u e le lea motu le pā ui loa. O whia koa whia ngoi ha mōli e pini.
Oia, olo o tina o le matatufu. But e fo i lana, le silana pito i whale alili, sa le sātele, ia ma lalo manu. Ia.
Kei ngam kamkangi ia.
Ia, aia, mai ngon au kua.
Okay, Pini, tala noa o te loa, o tilo i le tūlanga o le tala anga fo o lo sui fo lele i le tausiaina o siautina. Ia, o le ata amata le malanga. What is le malanga? E whaina whamanino whaalau tele, what is a malanga o te loa, tātou uma, o ka ngaka malanga. Ai whamatala i lou lava silifia.
Sure, yeah. But before I start, ia whaamalulu atu fo ia tato atu o whaafonga mai, ia e ui lava ina tauwhio lolo o Samoa. Ai ole a taumawhai pia lava, but there will be moments that I'll be speaking in English.
Sure.
So I apologize. Le malanga, ia lawa silafia tato atu o le winga o le malanga is the journey. And the reason why that name is so personal is that caregiving is a journey. Irrespective of whether you're looking after someone who is just elderly and has no health issues, or someone like myself who is looking after someone that has dementia. And unfortunately, ele o iai se tato, I guess, upu Samoa, Samoa, e tawaile tuainga mai lea. But it's a very, I guess that's why Le Malanga, or the name, we decided to use the name of Le Malanga to, I guess, for our incorporation.
Te loa a pini whamano whawhtai wholele o te loa e malamala mana i o tātou mātua ma tātou uma wholele pe ātala noa. I nei mātua o tau ngalo ia wholele ia mei alatou. Wale tutusal soifuanga wholele ua tele ina le manatua ia. Le tele o mea ina soifua mai e. Okay, o whea na amatai Le Malanga.
So I guess the discussion of it happened at McDonald's in Grey Lane, if I'm correct. Sorry, Green Lane. But it also started from sharing my journey. Ia o te lofo ia le te lo tato hatonu wa masari leva ai I ma posts ma videos I longo social media I may see Facebook. O te loa le to a te lo tato hatonu le whaonga le mele o social media le on Facebook. So it started from sharing our journey online and I guess personally ele o se e leo se mea masani fo ia e tala noa tatou ahinga.
Yeah.
And so I think wa masani I lo'u ia perspective, especially from my own lived experience, so to low lava, we tend to, I guess, sweep it under the rug, and we just tend to go with it for the sake of honouring our parents. But honouring our parents doesn't take away that the struggle that comes with looking after someone, especially with someone that has high needs, such as mum.
Okay, Pini, Olifasili, why did you want to start the Malanga? I mean, I see Safa PE and I see an Efiliai, and Malanga Vatasi Masio Tina Tulanga Sa Oro Fenamoi.
Yeah, so from social media, I met Le To'atele o isi fo ia caregivers e mai se tangata Samoa. E mana o minga whiu e su e se space, you know, it's ala noai to be able to talk openly, to be able to share resources, to be able to share tips. Sometimes the help that you need isn't from a doctor. Sometimes it's just from people that understand exactly where you're going, you know, I guess what you're going through. And so it came from people wanting a space like this. And so we decided to create it from, you know, starting off small from meeting online every fortnight to be able to just catch up and talk, to eventually meeting in person, and then, creating 2 sporting events that we were able to connect with more caregivers.
Okay, Pini, for le main character o le Malanga for le low le taimi na matamai.
I guess I call myself the founder of Le Malanga, and so it did start from, I guess, sharing our journey online, and then eventually meeting other caregivers that I'm quite fortunate that I have a team behind me who volunteer their time and effort. This is not something that we, you know, but it's to be able to create spaces for, you know, our people.
Yeah. Okay, Malo, o le alo wha moe so se tasi o lo mwhai ona wha afonga mai whanonga le pokalame. A maisa lava ia le tupulanga wala titi latu tala vaulo sui fua lele. What do you hope Malanga will achieve?
We hope that we can create simple awareness through conversations.
Right.
Being able to challenge the stigma, and I guess stigma to se upufa Samoa, and in the closest way, ilo uia malama, it's to break down the unknown, and so it's to be able to create safe spaces so that families can talanoa openly, not only about the responsibility, because I think that is something that we don't talk about very often within a family. I think wa masani ai tatou I tatou wanga mama, you know, I Samoa, especially be you know, o le uru matua po le wii e va aia ia na yo tatou matua, and so we need to create spaces so that they can feel safe to talk about the challenges that come with it, so that they can feel safe to be able to say that they need the support. I think we cover our pain sometimes with prayer, you know, and those things are important, but they shouldn't be a barrier for people to not speak up. And so that's what I envision that Le Malanga is able to do, as well as creating respite services. What I do know of the system at the moment, Tavai, is that it's not designed for our people. And so diagnosis can take very long. And so a lot of caregivers are waiting for diagnosis to be able to get things like respite services, access to daycare, things as such. And so I'm hoping that Le Malanga is able to bridge that gap. We don't want to change or replace the traditional services that are available. We want to create our own, but also be able to create a bridge of understanding so that our people can understand the system that they are trying to navigate.
Okay. Apini, tilo te tonu o lea fo'i the reality of being a caregiver. How is it like? I mean, you've experienced this for Moletele or Tausanga Fulele. Whaingata, whaingofie?
oka se whaingata, but e fo ia taimi e whaingo fie ai, but e tele ale o le taimi e whaingata. There's a saying, when people ask how I am, I tend to say one day at a time, because it's even 1 minute, 1 second, 1 moment at a time. And so it oka se whaingata, ai me se fo ia I I guess tangata le ia le tuenga tangata le ia. I may say being a whawhawhine, being the baby of the family, we are expected. There's a silent expectation that because we don't fit the norm of being able to, find a partner and have children, that those roles tend to be heavily, I guess, reliant on us to be able to fulfill those roles. And so that adds another layer. And then the other layer of, being a Samoan. And I love, also, I'm proud to be Samoan 100%. But there are things that, again, I don't have to say it. Our people will be very masani to it. But I think it's being able, again, just being able to normalize having conversations that, it's beautiful. It's such an honor to look after, our elders and my mum. But it also comes with an incredible burden. And so, it's tough.
Okay. Pinita tilo behind the scenes o mea tele o loa me le o malamalama I le to telo la tino fulele share with us I le tulanga o ye ni mea le umfai o no o le mato malamalama as a caregiver.
I guess the main one, and if I'm going to use, because of the platform that I have, especially speaking to our people, is that one thing I wish people would understand is that ole ma'ilea, it's not a normal thing. We have a saying in Samoan, especially people use when they come and visit mum or they hear about mum's illness, and that is, like, okay, ya loki ngā, or, bawa la wa makua, wa vale makua. And so the challenge or the misconception is that having dementia, forgetting your family's names, forgetting how to wash yourself, forgetting how to dress yourself is not a normal thing. And people at the age brackets of, 50, even 40s, like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 should not be getting dementia. And so that is what I want to put out to our people, is that this is not a normal thing. And so we shouldn't be treating it as normal, because when we start to say those things like, wa pawa, wa matua, we stop ourselves from the support that the people, especially the caregiver and the person, needs.
Okay. Pini le tātiu tilo olu itau the challenges. The hardest thing whengai pēma oe as a caregiver, baingo siotina.
The hardest thing is probably having to deal with sundowning. They have a term called sundowning, and it's usually when their minds are most tired, and when they're more vulnerable to, I guess, instructions and feeling a particular way. And so the challenge is oloti na ele o se tangata palau vale. So na la watova ai ile tulanga le wa yai ia lotina o ele ia o ia disitame le mana ia upu e la formai. And so e o fo I to low lava e o fo I leva ainga wana personal care. Be losing the ability to be able to, to lo alu le toilet, or le fale le tawa. And so those are the things, having to deal with being upset, being angry, and that is only going to get worse over time. And so it's pretty intense when it becomes intense. She has not, thank goodness, she's not physical, but just the words that she can say that are quite painful.
All right, good one, Penny. If there's a wish, pe se mea te finangalo ia malama Jesus tangata e whaia leanga ruenga caregiver. Ola se mea te naunau ia malama le tangata.
O le ngaruenga lea it's not designed to whaia se tangata so atasi. And so ua masani fo ia tātou lava to atinga inga to anga pea, it's talo,
Yeah.
and so that's what I want people to understand, is that it's not meant for one person, it's meant for a village of, the family. And so if it took, the people that created the village, then the village needs to be there to support them. And so that's what I want our Samoan people our people to understand, is to support your caregivers. Sometimes money can't replace, the 2 a.m. staying up till 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning. Money can't replace, the words that are given, or the pain that you go through. And so the caregiver needs more support, and it cannot be done by one person. It needs to be done by the whole family.
Right. Okay, Penny, within the family, te tonu ole ainga fo ilea, o ani mea I loa, malo si fia, e affecta ia, yo mea masani tonu ainga.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure my brother doesn't mind. I've shared multiple times, but an example is that my brother Petaia, my mum doesn't get along with him. She says some really terrible things, and I guess that is how it can affect families. I can only imagine how hard it is o whaingatāia te ia le whaalongo I upuela whaatu e lo matua. Ai mai se lava o lai whaingoa ia le ingoa o langata mā. So, it has a personal meaning to her. And so I guess that's one part, is that it's, he's had to learn to, I guess, put it aside and remember that it's not mum and that it's just the illness. Also, the other thing is that, and I've spoken to this about that within my own family, is that there seems to be a shift. People, and whether that's because they are also struggling with mum's illness and having to come to terms with that, that is something that we're currently living. And so we don't catch up as often, and we don't communicate as much when it comes to mum's care. And again, I can't speak for what the reasons are, but that is just an example, if I'm going to be transparent, is that's what's happening in our family at the moment. And I know that it happens with a lot of families as well.
All right. Tūlanga tau tupe tono le ainga fo lea a Penny. E se effect tūlanga tau tupe fo le I o duty as a caregiver.
Massive. And so le mawhainga o whainga luenga full time. I tried to work full time while working nights, while supporting mum, and I ended up just burning out. And so it meant that I had to finish work full time. And so it's ere lava le awhianga ta o finances. And so for le benefiki o le supported living payments, le iai for caregivers, it's not enough. And so that is another, I guess, burden that is added on top of being a caregiver, is that unfortunately, you end up going from having an income to no longer having an income.
Okay, o le tā whasili muli fo le ai se mea te tau o na malamalama I tangata I lau sui fua o whanatu vai o siutina as a caregiver. O la se mea tau na malamalama I so tangata o whaafunga mai nei tae.
That ele o ia se, manual I mea ia ta o caregiving. Or caregiving comes from love first and foremost. And so there is no right way if I ia mea ta o mea ia. And so I guess also another thing is that what you see on social media is a reflection of what's happening in our own households. And so that is another thing that I want people to understand as well, is that because I openly share our platform, online, it doesn't make us any type of, I guess, public figure or anything else. And I guess the challenge is to our people listening is honor the people that are in your household and in your families that are carers, because there are people like us in your own families that are not being acknowledged. And so, start to spread that love to the caregivers that within your family. And so give them a call, whether it's a text, a phone call, whatever that may be. Do it now, because you've got people that are doing what I'm doing in your own backyards.
Excellent. Mahalo wa te lawa Penny mo le nei fo tai au. So in no longer talking about now for the somebody else. Do you sing a song sometimes? Because you've got a lovely voice.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
I know that from the youth. Yes,
I'm not talking about. Do you want to sing a song? Do you want to sing your favorite song? Do you want to sing your favorite song?
What's a song?
I love you, Lord.
What is it?
I love you, Lord.
Beautiful.
And I lift my... You want to sing that?
No.
Oh, she's a bit camera shy.
But singing a song sometimes.
You can sing it by yourself.
Yeah, we can sing it together. I'm
Yeah.
going to take this off. Ready?
Come on, Muta.
Yeah, ready?
who's
I
singing?
love you, Lord, and I lift my hands
Beautiful.
to worship you, oh my soul. Rejoice, take joy, my King, in what you hear. Let it be a sweet, sweet sound in your ear.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful. And why I'm asking you that question, Apini? Ole pese mawhai ona a veo se whaamano si au nei o tātou matua. So malo whawhtai tele. So tōn pulo i ante oe, malo whawhtai te on sai. Thank you mo le commitment, malo taimi atoa. Ia, mai seu tina. Ole upu masani e whamonianga o mea nei o whanau tausi matua. So malo whawhtai tele. Ja, mor po kala me ne foi tai au fo ala fa umalta po kala me ile pese le. Ol pese olo uswina ele so ya sili wele. Fa mai u pol pese e maua me uma ele to maua matua.
Yeah.
So te lo fa na malu ta fo. Ya mo nei fa na lo fa alo lo me tai au.
Yeah.
Okay, Pini, thank you so much Muta. Fa te tele mo fa te mai po kala me tai
Sai
au.
lava mo le ava noa.
Ja, maar die lava nei aso. Ja, fa te lava. Ja, whawhanga mai le tunu o le tarananga manasunga ia Sapini Unoi, ma le tina ia Mutalau Petaia. Whamai atoe ma le tautua le pese lea, si le wele. Manu ia tele lava le nei asa whawhtai lau, tala ma lau tāpua inga. Manu ia nei o tātu mātua, tausi le mātua nei tai au. God bless to whase kwa.
O ilato ia o polo fesa mawhaia o ngā mua mua. Ia oa o ina le whanau i le ala moni e tatau mo le o langa. E maua mea uma e tele to e maua ni matua i lo o langa atoa. Whawhetai i le atua foa i mai o nei matua. O matati ai le lau maua. O langa lulu e ma le whau whau tua. Le whanau ia whauta uta ata. Mai ia lofa ma le whaatua tua.